The Diocese of Ontario is engaged in God's mission through a wide variety of ministries that reach beyond its parish doors. The Seniors Ministry of Prince Edward County is one such example. Supported by the parishes of St. Mary Magdalene, Kenty, and Marysburg, the Reverend Dorothy Lancaster and a team of volunteers bring church each month to the faithful who are no longer able to attend. These services are not only a celebration of Holy Communion, but also a celebration of those who have lived lives in dedication to service, family, friends, and community. Each May, the ministry hosts seniors from 10 local nursing and retirement homes for an annual combined service and luncheon. Close to 30 volunteers from the 3 parishes work to bring the residents together for worship and fellowship, celebrating the unique gifts of every person, their similarities and differences, while focusing on the needs of seniors.
It started out because I decided that I wanted to be a priest, and so I took early retirement from teaching, went back to Trinity and got an MDiv, and that I wanted to work as a non-stipendiary, and particularly in nursing homes. Came down here and discovered when I got here that Ted Goodyear, who had started the Ministry to Seniors 4 years earlier, was dying with cancer and had been praying for somebody to come and take over. Ted's dream was that the Ministry to Seniors would be a total county ministry. It wasn't to belong to one church, it was to be all the churches working together, and he wanted to expand it. Over the years, the ministry has grown, and now we have 10 services a month. We have 4 nursing homes, 6 retirement homes, and 1 condo building. The ministry has required more people, so brought more and more people in. It got 3 lay readers from the various churches and 1 lay person, all assisting. And then in the big services, well, we have 30 or 40 volunteers who help in it. And we do a lot of things. We do monthly services. We do memorial services a couple of times a year to memorialize people who've died in nursing homes.
I'm the parish priest at St. Andrew's Church in Wellington. I've been here about 7.5 years now, and really my role is as the parish priest, supporting the ministry as best I can. In terms of we usually have 2 services a year, special services, Christmas and Easter, and Dorothy Lancaster, who leads the ministry, often assigns us parish clergy roles in the worship, so it's preacher, presider, what have you. It is allowed and encouraged parishioners to remain in contact with our elderly members who no longer can come to worship, certainly on Sundays, or come to other parts of the life of our parish. And so it really is a reaching out whereby our people, our lay people, can still be involved with old friends.
I think many of the people in the nursing homes have had a history of going to church and joining in public worship in that way. And if this ministry did not take services to them, it would just be something less in their lives that are already pretty restricted.
So I really appreciate the ministry here because it's, as Fran said, when you leave the church doesn't come to you. And I find it very reassuring to have someone here every month to take care of my spiritual needs.
What they really need is to know that people care. It's, you care enough to come and spend time with us. You bring a message of love and of hope. And that's the kind of gospel that we always preach. It is always the gospel of God's love, forgiveness, and hope, and joy. And work very, very hard to help them to have good self-esteem. Our society says once you stop earning, you're not so important. But these people, they serve God until their last breath, so many of them. If you saw them reaching out to hold hands in the service, Or I remember one lady who died when she was 104, and I would see her holding hands with someone, and she would whisper to me, well, she's new, she just came last week, and she needs a little help. They say so often, oh, it's so good of you to come, we're so glad that you came, but it's not good of us, it's rewarding. It's rewarding for us because you really know that you're touching the life of another human being.
It's wonderful to see you all here this morning. I say this every year, but what is so exciting is that during the year we bring church to you. But then on this occasion you come to us and we all worship together. Everybody is here to enjoy this wonderful time of worship and of fellowship. As I say in all our services, we come together in faith, in love, and in friendship. So let us just worship together, and then afterwards we will enjoy a wonderful meal.
I've also found that people have been happy to know that when one of their loved ones goes into a nursing home or retirement home, that there will be a church service for them and there'll be somebody to come and see them when they're in need.
One that really comes to mind a couple of years ago was a service where a gentleman came in on a wheelchair, and a little bit later his wife came in, and as it turned out she had Alzheimer's and was actually living in a different home than him. And thankfully the two workers from the two homes recognized each other, and this husband and wife were able to sit together in the worship, and this woman who had Alzheimer's just brightened up. It's like she remembered, and to see the two of them together who otherwise live separate lives now because of their ailments and the requirements that they needed in their different homes. So that was for me, a joyful moment.
We come to church to worship. This is so wonderful for us. It's a great thing, and we have this community, but one of the best ways in which we can serve God is in the community, it is an outreach, especially for people in the margins. They're the people who those people really need us.